Hey pals, how you doing today? This is kind of an odd day for us, Monday, huh? But I wanted to get together with you because I felt bad we couldn't do it. You know, our times last week kind of got messed up because Lauren's really sick, and I didn't want to get it. So I told her to stay home for a while, and Javi was off, so she was happy about coming up to do it. So say hi, Javi.
Hi guys.
She's right here. So it's like the good old days. Now, let me see how awful I look.
You don't look awful.
Oh, no matter what I try to do, I still look old. What are you going to do? I am old. I'll be 70 next year. So let's see who's on here. Dara and Elise is on here, and Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Yeehaw. And who's this? Oh, Debbie Nicholas is
Debbie.
here.
Sorry.
So, anyhow. Yeah, I'd have it early, too, because I'm going to get my hair done. And John takes like 3 hours. But he's really good. If you live around here, you should go see John Wellman. He's the best hairdresser around here.
I think he has a TikTok, too, and a Facebook.
Oh, yeah, he's a content creator. He calls himself a content creator. He also has almost as much videos as me.
Yeah.
But that's because when you're sitting in the chair and he's doing your hair, he's videoing you, and so you're the subject of, I don't care. I'm on there all the time. So anyway, if you want to see me get my hair done, just go John's channel here. See it. Anyway, so today we're going to do something I really thought we had done here before, but we have not. At least I couldn't find a video for it. And that's because we did it in, I think, the scrapbook jewelry class.
Yeah.
And we made rolled paper connectors that really were pretty. I mean, it was kind of unexpected. So I thought, well, why don't we do kind of the basics of that? Let me show you the basics, like what it looks like and what you do with it. And then I'll show you how to roll. I'll show you how to roll them. And then I'll be back on Friday with Lauren. So I'll be back just a few days. Between now and then, I'm going to get stuff ready more to show you, like, how to embellish them further, how to use them in a piece, that kind of thing. So, anyway, so hang in here with me today. I'm going to show you how to make them. So who else is here? It seems like there's all kind of people showing up.
Yeah.
Miss S.O.J. Okay. She got here in time. You sure did.
You gotta tell us your name, Miss S.O.J.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you are. If you want to tell me, because I probably know quite well, but I'm not recognizing it. All right. So, let's get started. Okay, so also I'm going to talk to you about what shag rondelles are, if you don't know. And they will change your life design-wise, especially with mixed media, because they give you that little bit of bling, but it's not real costly. I just put them on in gold and silver in the right size for making these today. I put them on this morning. I have, I think, 21 of one and 27 of other, and I'll have more. I also was able to reduce the price. Woohoo! That almost never happens, but I was able to, so I did. And so, yeah, you want those. You want get a couple packs for yourself and save them back, stash them. Okay, so I'm going to show you if you want to train the camera down here. Down. We're using our new little thing, our little free arm thing that we got. All right. Ah, you can see good. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I hope you didn't get a headache like you're on the roller coaster. Woo! It's like, I always thought, no, we got to edit that out, but I don't see lots of other people doing it. Everyone's surviving.
Yeah.
So it'll be all right.
And I can always zoom in from here, too.
Rachel.
Hey.
Glad you came, Rachel. Okay, so these are, I'm going to show you first what they are, what I'm talking about. And you might say, oh, that, yeah, I know that. They're rolled scrapbook paper. Tightly rolled. And then a lot of Mod Podge on them. It's like sticks, but you can see, there's a, let's see if I can, yeah, there are a lot of shadows in here today.
Well, that's because we have gloomy weather outside.
We have gloomy weather in Ohio.
Yeah.
So you can see there's a hole in the middle so you can stab them. Hi, Deborah. Oh, thank you. You're quite kind. So I made a few, and then I made one into something, just so you get a good sense of them, and so that maybe you will want to attempt to get some rolled beads ready and play with them. Go through your own stash and see what you got. You can use standard rondelles too, but shags just have a little something different, and I'm going to show you. So anyway, these are the raw piece. This is one of them that I made last night.
That's closer, right? Like right
This
here.
is right here?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, honey. Voila. Rolled paper bead, 2 check pearls, rhinestone, like Euro bead, but you don't have to use that, but I did. And then there's 2, I have gunmetal shags too. I can't put them up because I got to take a picture and blah, blah, blah. Not that I couldn't, it's just I, don't have a lot of help and I have to kind of hurry today because I got to go. So we'll get them. But anyway, this has the rhinestone one, the shrags in gunmetal, and then another pearl, and there you go. So it's like a connector. And you have to, you gotta fuss with them a little bit to get them straight, but you can do it. But it'd be like nice side stations for here. Yeah. Necklace. Some people do that. Another thing, this is what I've done with them. And I have more. I have some nicer pieces, but I, couldn't find them, of course. But anyway, here's
There you go.
this is a necklace, and it might have been in a video. I don't think so, though.
I don't think so neither.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
because it would have been back when you were here.
Yeah. That's
But anyway, I used one for hair, and then I went through a milliner's flower, just pierced it, went through. There's a rhinestone bead up in there, like a shambhala bead, and then it hangs with all these different types of glittery chain, and I put pearls on the end of it. So it's really, this one's mine. I kept this for myself. I wear a good bit. And it's a long piece. So you could do it like that, or you could roll them bigger. There are bigger rondelles and there are bigger shags. And use them, or don't use the shags if it's like, what's that? I don't need that. And don't use them. This is just my idea, what I've enjoyed doing. I always like to take something that looks kind of ordinary, like this. I mean, does that scream your name? Doesn't scream mine. And what am I going to do with that to make it special? Well, lots of things. So I'm going to show you. Because that's what you want to do. You don't want your jewelry looking like everybody else's. And if you do some of the stuff I do, it won't. I guarantee you. Okay, so before I work with any of these, and let me think. How do I want to do that? Now, I'll work with these first, then I'll show you how to make a rolled paper because they're messy. And I don't want that mess on me till I'm done. So I have these long eye pins that are silver, and I do believe we have some at the website. You can check and see. If not, all you need is 20 gauge wire, and you just make your own. Make your own eye pins. It's not hard. Right, Hobby?
Yep, it's not hard. It's pretty easy.
Yep. So, anyway, I got a bunch of them out of there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it. I'm going to get loaded. All right. I'm a silly girl today. Let me tell you.
So what size pearl is that?
These are 8mm check snail pearls. At least one I'm pulling out are. And that's the ones I prefer if I don't use my Miriam Haskell beads, which are getting low. I don't have a lot of them left. So I kind of save those back. But the Miriam Haskell beads pearls are really good in the 8mm. If you happen to have some, that's a good one. Anyway, I just get these they're glass, and they're snail style. So they're baroque, you know, and they fit up in there pretty good. Plus they look cool. I've always loved snail pearls. I gotta get some more packed. So, what I'm gonna do, I've got to look at this first because I can't remember anything. All right, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna straighten out my eye pen. This, you know, sometimes they don't come straight. You guys know that. The girls used to hate me when I used to get them in because they'd be all crooked and everything was sitting there all day. So guess what? I have them packaged now, and nobody has to count them. All right.
Oh, and then we had to straighten some of them because it would be crooked like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, when they package them, they do it.
That's good.
And so that's good, yeah. So I'm just going to put one on the end. It's kind of like a stopper kind of thing. And I'm going to go ahead and use some of my gunmetals just because the bag's open and they're falling out everywhere.
Oh, that's pretty
Anyway,
cool.
so I'm going to take one. Oh, let me just show you what the hayish rag is. I should do that. Okay. Do you see how it's flat on one side? Then it's got rhinestones all around the edge. It's got a little well inside of it. And the hole going the other way. And once you get messing around with them, you'll say, I never knew anything like this existed, and where have you been all my life? That's how I felt, you know. But these are shag rondelles. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put one shag rondelle with the smaller side down. See? See? And then I'm going to put one right side up so it looks like one bead.
Oh, I see what you
Woohoo! Then I'm gonna. Now, what I did, and I don't know if I'm gonna do this.
got it right.
I put these Euro beads in there, but they get fussy and they want to wiggle around. So
Yeah.
you'll have to decide if you want to do that. And we do have them at the website. At least we did. If we don't, let me know because I can get more.
I don't think we
Anyway,
have those.
I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I could do a lot more, and I will till Friday, but this is what I'm going to do for now. And so I've got that end made, and now I'm going to take and decide which of these, you know, I'm going to make something out of. So maybe I'll use this one. Now, the first thing I got to do, now this side you can see it's fairly even, but this one's high on one side. Can you see that? It's just a little high on this side.
Maybe if you tilt it the other way.
And maybe Harvey can help.
This is high on this side.
No, this side.
Yeah, this side. It's
Yeah.
not straight like the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got to do something about that because if we leave it high, our beads aren't going to fit up right. And you know, it's almost impossible to never have that happen. But I'm just going to trim it with a pair of scissors. I want to get it in here so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Just trim it back a little bit. I'm just eyeballing it. You know, I'm not measuring anything because you know me, I don't like to measure. I just do it. Okay. So hopefully we'll get it worked out. If we don't, then we'll be dealing with it. And that's just the thing. You know, if you don't get it worked out, you'll be dealing with it. Which that isn't the end of the world. You can. Okay, so there we go. We got that. So I'm going to put that down on here. And you can see it's going on. Now, another thing you could do here that might help to compensate for showing the end of the bead, because you do see the paper edge. You could get a regular rondelle, and I would suggest probably a 10mm, 8 to 10mm rondelle.
Could you put a bead cap if you wanted to?
You could do a bead cap also.
Okay.
I'm just thinking bling, you know.
Yeah.
But you could also do a bead cap and kind of just seal that hole off. Then when you come out the other end, you know, put a bead. And you know, you don't have to do these kind of beads. You can put whatever you want. I'm just showing you, for example, what I did. Okay. So now I'm going to put the one rhinestone rondelle face down and the other one face up. Now, here's another interesting thing you can do, and I'll have some till we get together on Friday. You could put the one facing down, and then you could insert several rhinestone rondelles of different colors and sizes. And you could really make something unbelievable when people look at that and they'll say, where'd she get that? You know, thinking that that was a ready-made piece. No, you could do it. And it'll just kind of open horizons for you and give you lots of ideas of earrings that you could make. So now I did that, but now I'm going to put my last bead. Yeah, this is fit up good enough once I get the end turned.
Debbie VN says, how do you make the paper beads? What kind of beads do you
I'm going to
use?
show you.
We're going to show you.
I just want to do it last because
It's
it
messy.
makes a mess. So I thought I'll show you this first. Debbie, I think you were in that class.
Well, it's Debbie VN. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Debbie Nicholas.
Oh.
No, maybe not. You were there when we made the Tyvek. The beads out of Tyvek. And sorry. Okay, so you want to get this, pretty tight. You don't want a lot of wiggly stuff because you want to fit it up tight. As best you can, without damaging anything.
Do you have to make sure, like, the shag rondelles are in place? Or?
Yes, you do. You have to make sure that they're where you want them to be. Okay, now I'm not doing a wrap here. You could. You could have done a wrap here. You could have I'm not doing one. I'm just going to do simple. And let's just see if I can manage not to
I'll close my eyes.
His eyeball out or cut the... I'd be more likely to cut the head pin off and have to start over. But, you learn from that too. So I'm going to take this and bring it back a little bit more. And, however you guys want to do this is fine. If you think if you look at it and you say, man, Brenda, you are screwing around, fine. If you know a better way, do it. Don't ever have to do something just kind of, because that's how I did it. It's just what works for me. As you know, I'm the wonky wire girl.
Yeah.
Javi has a better way.
Yeah.
She makes it all precise.
I have problems.
Okay, so now I got this one nice and tight. This one's nice and tight.
It looks nice.
So there you go. So I've made another section. This one's a little bit different because this one had the Euro bead with the ice and rondelles, but it has a shorter rolled paper bead in the middle, okay? So it just shows you what to do with them. Now I'm going to clean this out of the way.
I just had an idea.
You got tell me, what's your idea? What?
Could you make small paper beads?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to sit there and do that.
No, I would make a big, huge one and cut it up into smaller ones.
Okay, but if you do that, when you do it, it will collapse this.
Oh,
Because feel over that.
makes sense.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Mod Podge for you. Okay, so it might collapse it, and you might have a hard time trimming them up. So it's
Yeah.
almost kind of like you have to cut your paper size first and do it.
Got it.
But hey, there's nothing wrong with trying it. I'm just saying the way I did it. These are hard.
Yeah, they are.
They're not. They're not like wimpy little.
They're
beads.
not like flimsy kind of like paper is,
Yeah, they're heavy. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that you can make your own. And you're going to say, oh, is that all there is to it? And I'm going to say, yes, that's all there is to it. So I'm just going to pick this up and get it out the way so that I don't mess it up somehow, which I've been known to do. I also got some 9 to 11 rondelles. Normally I get 10 to 12. That size, a little bit bigger. These are 9 to 11, and they're a little bit
These are cute.
smaller. And you can do different things with them then. When you do that, you get them. You buy them in graduated sizes, and then you can. The sky's the limit. What you can do, you can just invent all kinds of crazy.
Hi, Claire.
Claire's here.
Yeah.
Hey. She says, I need to get my supplies, make paper beads. So she was in that class. Okay, so it must have been the scrapbooking class, I think. It's Clear Lake scrapbook stuff. Which I'm not the queen of that. I'm just more like, hey, let's take this piece of paper and do something odd with it. What can we make this paper into? I love working with paper, but I don't love doing standard things. I want to make components out of it. Be inventive. I want to make something like, you look at it and say, what'd she do?
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, so I'm going to put these away. There's a good bit of money in rondelles here.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. All right, so get this out the way, like this, and now I'm going to show you how to do this. All right, so I have this little pre-cut paper pad. It's kind of okay.
Do we have that on the website?
Nope, I don't.
We have other paper on the website. I can't remember what it was.
We just have little tiny journals.
Oh, that's what.
So I take this, now, I didn't bring my ruler out here, but I'd say maybe,
It's like 3 inches.
this is about 3 across here, and probably like 5.5 this way. But you cut it however you want it to be, because this is going to indicate the size for you. So I'm going to do a big old bead. And you might notice that when I did this, there's a little bit of an edge here. You can let that show or not. It's going to be inside of the bead anyway, so.
Yeah.
But now, if you want to do ones that are shorter like this, the way I did them is I tore this piece of, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I tore this piece of paper that I had. Just scored it with my finger now. And then I just tore it down carefully. Or you could cut it. But I don't care if I get a little bit of a rough edge here. In paper, that's okay. For me anyway. Alright, so now I got 2. So if I was making a short bead, okay, before I make a big bead, I'll show you how I would do a short bead. I would take, I got 2 sides here. I would take and fold this nicely as I could. And another thing too, getting this folded nice and straight is important, because if not, it's going to roll crooked when you go to make it. I have found. So let's see, did I do that? Yeah, it's not bad. If it comes out a little crooked, then maybe you want to trim it a little bit, okay? So there's that one. And then this would be a larger one. So I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, so this one, the smaller one, I'm going to do it double. So you can do double paper or single paper, whatever works. But I do it, it's very simple. I do it with Mod Podge. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some on my my sheet here, because this is silicone and I can get it right off, which is kind of nice. I just can't cut on it. I will ruin it. So this is mostly for doing the class. Okay, so I got a paddle of Mod Podge. So I'm going to take and I'm going to go inside the bead that I put. I was so mad last night. I bought a big package of these foam brushes. Do you think I could find them? Oh no. I was so mad because I paid a little more for them. I wanted to, because I was somewhere they had some and I needed them, and I'm like, okay, I don't care. I'll buy it. You got me this time. So I bought it. So you can see I just put it lightly. I didn't put it heavy.
Did you just put on one side the glue?
Yeah, you don't need
Okay.
both places.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is dark, isn't it? Are we able to lighten it a little bit?
Nope, that's the light.
That's
I can
it.
get
As long as we get nice. So you were right saying we should have brought
Yeah.
another light up. Well, next time.
It's okay. It just seems like it's brighter for us, but it's definitely dark
Oh
on
no,
camera.
yeah, it's definitely brighter for us, but it's
Yeah.
it's more important that it. Whoa! I almost
Oh, be
fell
careful.
over. Yeah, I fall easy these days. Okay, I'm uncoordinated.
Remember to have paper towels with you.
Yeah, I just wiping that because I don't want to drag that through.
Yeah.
Puddle of Mod Podge. Okay, so I've got this now. So now I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to slather it all the way down. Slather, slather, slather. Okay. And you know what? I forgot to tell you. You need to decide which side you want to be the front of your bead first. I didn't think about it. I probably would have had this side. But that's
No,
pretty.
you got flowers
That's
on
pretty
the other
chill.
side.
That's good. Okay, so now, from here on out, you just have to meticulously and carefully roll it. So I'm just folding it over a little bit. But you want to be careful you don't get like that center part collapsed, because that's your hole to go through.
Could you use a toothpick to help you guide?
I could, and I didn't think of it, so thank you, hubby. The only thing is you got to be sure you don't leave it in there too long because it'll stick.
I would just leave it to roll it, and then I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm done. Get out of my life. Just
Yeah, that would be excellent. In fact, those kits that they used to have to teach you to make paper beads, used to be able to buy them. They had an apparatus like that in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, having this Mod Podge on here, that's gluing it all together inside. And I'll show you what we do. And every so often, you want to look and see, am I getting this off course? It's always, this side is always easier than this side. I don't know why, but it is. And if it's getting off course, the time to fix it is like now. And as you go down, if you're saying, I don't need it to be that fat of a bead, I think I'll quit here. That's fine. Do what you want. This is your art. This is just how I do it. I'm here to give you ideas.
That's a good question.
Nothing else. What she asked.
Do you use the Mod Podge because it gives it more plastic feel to it, or more like a real bead? A real bead. Plastic.
It doesn't feel like plastic. It's just firm. It's just like, this is staying.
Yeah,
like
it's like gonna stay
it's
forever
staying
in there.
like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this end off because it's not quite straight. Mm-hmm.
It has to be straight.
Yeah. So now here's the deal. I'm gonna have to deal with the seam. I don't really want that seam to show. So there are a couple things you could do. First of all, I take this thing and I'll roll it in Mod Podge. So you want it outside too. And then take it and get it down in there. Down in there. Like that. And then you gotta put it somewhere where it's not gonna stick to something, and then the paper's gonna stick to it, and it's gonna destroy the look of your bead. You will not like that.
Maybe a silicone mat.
I'm gonna put it over here.
What was those mats
So
you
put it
used?
on end. You guys can't see it that way, but it's okay.
It's in the corner somewhere.
Here, to show you. Then I'll move it.
We used to use the other piece. What was that piece? I think you have it on the website.
Was
It's,
triangle.
that mat? I think you have a mat.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, those they're brown. Those brown mats we used for the epoxy sculpt.
I don't remember. We'll find it. Anyway, so just set it on its end.
So the
You
Mod
don't wanna
Podge
hurt
makes
anything
them
that way.
stiffer. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
They'll get quite stiff. All right. So that's how you do it. Doesn't matter if it's a long bead, a short bead, or whatever. That's how it works. I'm going to do one more so that you're really sure you got it. This is going to be the big one. The big old bead is going to be this one. So now I've got this. If I want to make this double, here's what I do. I take a whole piece of this paper and I fold it in half. I don't tear it down.
Are you using the original Mod Podge or another one? Yeah, we should probably show them what kind it is.
That's the kind I carry.
The matte
Matte.
mate.
Thank you for asking that question. That was a good question to ask.
Yes.
Seems like she's somebody that's into scrapbooking and journaling. I always feel a little intimidated because that's not what I do. So I figure like
We just
they
make
know
things.
stuff I don't know, but I'm just showing you what I do, and you can feel free to jump in there and say,
Yeah.
hey Brenda, there's a better way than that. But I got this doubled, okay.
Double
So
paper.
now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up inside of it,
Oh.
and I'm going to this helps to stabilize a little bit more. Just go up inside of it and do this to it, okay? So you don't really have to worry if you've got Mod Podge sitting around here and you get it in it, so long as you don't leave it stay there very long. Because if you do, then when you go to pick it up, you know what's going to happen. Your paper's going to be messed up. But, if you get it like into this little problem, don't worry about it, because you're going to have it on the outside too, okay? So now I'm going to get this side of it, which I made the mistake of not looking what side I want. This
I thought they were both
That's
the
good.
same.
No.
Well, Chris,
No.
I don't know how to say your name. Christy says, I am an art journalist and a junk journal.
Oh, that's good.
You can make paper beads.
I like junk journals. I like the idea
Ooh,
of making
amazing.
them. But I don't do it because I don't do what I do for a hobby. I don't know, maybe you don't either. But that's not something I think I could sell. I could sell the parts, but I don't think I could sell the journal.
Yeah, I think we had the Mod
This is how I
Podge.
make my living, so I got to consider that. So it gets to be kind of a drag sometimes. But if I
Yeah.
have time to do for myself, oh yeah.
That's our website, bcboutiques.com.
Yeah, our website has a lot of stuff for jewelry making, but there are things that a junk journaler could use. Now, maybe you prefer to get stuff, recycled things, and put on, which is fine. Our things are not recycled. They're new. Might look old, but they're new.
We have the Mod Podge on the website.
Mod Podge, yeah, we have mixed media product on there. We have lunar paste, we have perfect pearls, all the stuff that I use, a lot of them are there. Okay,
Oh,
so
she asked, so do you sell your beads you make as well?
I like to. I would like to. I never
that's
have.
not a bad idea.
I'm just always concerned about teaching others, and then trying to be sure that I have something that would help them to make them, and they can get it off of me, and that's how I get paid for doing this, because I don't charge for the videos. I do have paid classes. Like there's a scrapbook class. Like I was saying, Claire took it. Some of the others did. I don't know, I think it's 2 years ago. But I save them. We record them, we save them. And they're on the website, and you can buy them. If you buy them, I'll just send you the link. They're private URL on YouTube. And you can come and watch them. And I think they're a lot better now than they were at the beginning. But the information is there. Well, I'll tell you, over the weekend I had 40% off the classes. I sold a lot of Haskell classes.
Oh, thank you.
So that was...
She says, thank you for the website. I'll check it out. I use a lot of stuff from Makers Period. Don't matter what it is, I like to support other makers.
Aw, bless your heart.
Thank you.
Well, we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been in this business for 35 years.
And we're a small business.
We are a small business. We used to be a little bigger.
Yeah.
Javi used to work here almost full time.
Yeah.
Now she's a dispatcher at the police station.
Not for long.
She comes over when I need her, she can. But, yeah, we've always been a little company. Now, when you go look at our website, it's a big website, and you
Yeah,
might
there's
think,
a lot
like,
of
this
stuff
is a
in
big
there.
company. No, we're not. But we have a lot of stuff. And the thing is about what I sell, I teach people how to use it. That's, all these videos that you see on YouTube, that's stuff we have or have had. We might not have it right now, but we have had. Because I have videos going back 14 years, so you never know what's going to be on there.
There's a lot.
But there's always, I don't take them down because there's always something on there you can use.
That's true.
Okay, so I had a little bit of excess, so I just rolled it off. See how I did? Just smushed it out. I got a nice, okay, now, yeah, I've got a seam here, so what I want to do, I want to get that as flat as I can. So I put in here. And we're going to have another class at the end of January, and it's going to be, I don't even have a name for it because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm copying somebody else's work, but I'm very inspired, of course, first of all, by Miriam Haskell jewelry. But second, I love Colleen Tolan's jewelry. And I have worked in that style for quite a while. In fact, I had, last spring, I think, there was a 6-piece article in Bell Armor that I wrote about Haskell jewelry and how you can make your own in that style. Well, Colleen Tolan's stuff is made kind of like that. The only thing is, I thought that it was all wired in. It's not. She has a really good kind of glue that you don't see, and it's glued in, which really surprised me. But that doesn't bother me a bit because I know glued in is just as good as wired in if you do it right.
That's true.
I've done
Brenda's the glue expert.
I've done glued in for a lot more years than I've done wired in. So anyway, but I love her things. But there's a lot of beading and stuff in them, and I'm not going to put that in the class because I want to do stuff that's going to be more beginning to intermediate, where people aren't going to get all stymied, by it.
So here's another question. How long does it take for the beads to dry?
Oh, overnight, maybe. Or now it's like, what time is it? 1:30 something?
Yeah, 1:36.
Okay, so if I'm done with this now, till I get back from getting my hair done tonight, which would be about 7:30,
Yeah.
they'll probably be getting dry by then. But you may want to let it go overnight. Okay, so I've got this completely coated. But these, what I like to stress is these paper beads, they're just a vehicle for using other things. Unexpected things.
Just have to use your
I
imagination.
like things that are unexpected, something new, something everyone else is not doing. That's me. Now, if this seam shows a lot and you just can't get it laid down right, you can take another piece of this paper and cut it, or a piece of lace, even small one, and you can wrap the middle like it's a little scroll with a bow on it or something. And you wrap the middle, and it comes out really nice. But I think this is going to be fine. I do believe. I'm going to just roll it in that. Get it rolled down that Mod Podge. The big thing is don't get it up against something that when you pick it up, it's going to peel the paper design off. You don't want that, of course. We did a video about how to make tassels out of lace and unexpected items about a year ago. Did you see how many people watched that, Javi?
Which one?
That boho lace tassel? I think there's like 20K.
Wow.
Yeah, and we don't usually get that many people watching our stuff, but they all like that. It was a good one. That is a good technique. If you have not seen that video yet, you might want to go look for it. I think you'll enjoy it. And this kind of is a lead into that. So, okay, so I've got this. It's all done. It's super coated. So now I just want to, set it on its end. And I can see right now already this end is going to have to be trimmed and it's crooked. And it's almost...
I can't even tell.
You know what?
But I can see it from here.
Till I do a lot of these, which I haven't for a while. Once I get done doing a lot of them, I won't have that problem anymore. I'll be onto it. I'll know the tricks. I'll get that out of there. And those of you who are good with paper already probably know what to do already. So, it's like not that you can't fix it. You can. But you do want to get this as flat as you can, because when you go to put the pearls or whatever you decide to put in there, whatever kind of bead, you got to get it so it will fit up tight, because if not, it's going to be all wonky on your eye pin wear, and you are not going to like it. It is not going to give you the effect that you would have liked to have. Okay, so this is what you do. So it's as easy as that. Everybody's got some straight scrapbook paper. This is not real heavy, but it's not super light either, you know. And, you know, it's just kind of ordinary. Get your pieces of scrapbook, kind of like 3x5, I would say. Because you have them cut already. Like I have my paper pad here, I just take it off. But,
Oh, you meant the fancy boho lace in paper bead?
uh-huh.
I will share.
Can you show them
Yeah.
under here which one it is? They can see. And so see
Yeah,
the
I can
thumb-
probably share it on there too.
Yeah. But you can show them the thumbnail on there so they see.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some of this Mod Podge off my hands first. And Javi will take over and show you that.
Yeah, it's this video right here. The fancy boho lace and paper beads. That was a year ago.
Was it a year ago?
Yeah, it was just
How
a
many,
year.
how many views are on that?
21K.
Oh, it's 21 now. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that
to.
was a hit. And I don't think I sold a bling thing from it because it's stuff everybody has, you know. But that's okay. Because here's the thing. You probably can't hear me at all this morning.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They probably can't.
Here's the thing. You know, you come and watch one of my videos and, you know, you say, well, I got the stuff to make that. I don't need to buy anything off her. That's fine. But one day, you'll come and look and you'll say, where have you been all my life? And then you will. Because most of my customers over the last 10 years or so have come from YouTube. So, and we have the Beast Boutiques Creative Group on Facebook. If you care to join us there, you could do that too.
Yeah, I just put up the link for you guys. It's I just put it up there so you guys
So
can
I've got
click
my
on
hands all messy, see. I gotta get that off, but you know,
It's like glue.
It peels off.
Kind of reminds me of like
It's
that.
like that
glue.
real like mucilage.
I
You
always thought it was like that.
white paste glue from school. Claire probably has a whole case load of it at her house because she was a teacher. Anyway, she got to retire. So she's living the life as a full-time jewelry maker.
That's
and
awesome.
doing lots of shows and having a great time with it. Just an absolute great time. And I'm so happy for her. Let's see. Terry came and says, I will need to look that one up. I have a bunch of paper lace doilies that you could use them. You could use them. But these ones in that video, Terry, they are not paper. They call Irish crochet. And it's not the expensive stuff. It's, you know, not expensive at all. I have some at the site you can buy. If you just don't want to mess around looking for it, you might have some. But it's Irish crochet. And I found that stuff is the best because it's denser. Because you have to Mod Podge both sides of that. You know, and then you got to roll it just like we did this. It's the same principle. And you got to let it dry, you know. But then, when it's dried, then the fun part starts because you decorate it. You decorate it maybe with a band of velvet, with little pieces off some trim, some little flat back rhinestones, or just whatever. And then it gets really fun. And then, on that one, it was a tassel. So it had this big bunch of stuff, you know, hanging out the bottom of it. All this blingy stuff. It's like the necklace is big and it's long, but it's not big. You know what I'm saying? Because it's delicate stuff. Colleen Tolan stuff's like that. I have a necklace of hers that just has 3 sections, and it's made like mini assemblage. It's made like I would have made it. But it's very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. My things always tend to be so heavy. Very lightweight. And she uses like frosted acrylic beads to make her own like rosary style chain. And it goes around it, and it's very, very nicely done. But I also like Michael Negrin's jewelry. And if you're not familiar with her, it's Michael, M-I-C-H-A-L, like the Bible Michael. The woman's name, not the man's name. M-I-C-H-A-L. King David's daughter was Michael. No, not daughter. That was his wife. It was King Saul's daughter. I get my stuff mixed up. Anyway, she's in the Bible. Anyway, Michal. So it's a Bible name. And her last name is Negrin, Negrin. Okay, look her up. I think the company's gone out of business, sadly. They used to call me once in a while to see if I had this or I had that, and I had to get something quick. But they were based in Israel. And the things that are still up there, Michael Negrin, a lot of them are things other people bought and have had for a while, so they've grown in value. So a lot of the things that you find are Michael Negrin are big bucks. Big bucks. But you can learn a lot from looking at it. So I do not own a piece of Michael Negrin. I own some Colleen Tolan, but not Michael Negrin because I can't afford it. But I love to look at it. No, I'm lying. I have a pair of earrings that a dear friend bought for me. So I'm inspired by that. And I'm also inspired by firefly jewelry. And you guys that took the mosaic class from me a few years back, you know how we did things with little bits and pieces and put them in the 1928 bezels and made stuff. And it worked out really well. So the class I'm going to do this time is going to be inspired by those type looks. And there's not going to be anything hard, just fun. You know, because the last class I taught, if you were in it, a lot of the people that were in it, they were so stymied because the pieces were so over the top and so many parts. It took me a whole week to pack those kits when they went out. So I don't want to give anybody something that's that difficult anymore, that they just aren't inspired to go ahead and try it. This you will be. This is not going to be hard. So anyway, as you can tell, I am losing my voice. Lovely. So, it's one way to get me to shut up. Anyway, Claire says she's loving retirement, making jewelry full time. Yes, I'm so happy for you. She says her last show for the season is this Saturday, and I'm on show sabbatical until March, focusing on new designs. Yeah, that's about how it worked. When I did shows, I didn't do shows after the big slog of holiday shows. After that, I didn't do them till like March, April, like that. That was my bread and butter, the fall shows and the holiday shows, and I only ever did shows that had a paid gate. As I learned, I did enough high school tabletops, it didn't work for me. If you get a paid gate, if people pay to get in, they're probably going to buy something for you, and they appreciate the arts. At least I found that to be true. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Some people said they're having a hard time this year. Others are saying, oh, the stuff's flying off their table. So, whatever. But I've not done a show for a long time. I think Javi was with me the last time I did a show. And that was a while. I guess that's before they were married, her and Rob.
That's true.
So, anyways. I'll be sitting here peeling this off now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just don't want to miss anybody. I'll look to see.
Aw.
As anybody said, thank you so much for showing us how to try it. Great, I found you.
Aww.
I'm glad you found
glad
it
you
today
found it
too. It tickles me that more people are finding us. You know, than were for a while. Now I'd like to ask you to do something for me. Since I showed you this and I took my time to do it, would you please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, if you feel like subscribing, please do it. Also, like the video. If you stuck with it this long, you must like it. So please, thumbs up for me. That makes a difference. Also, if you could leave me a kind comment under the video description. Now, that doesn't mean this feed here where we're talking to each other. YouTube does not check that. They don't care about that. They want to see what that feed is underneath the video. And if you have a good bit of it, it matters because that has to do with placement. If they think a lot of people are liking your videos, so they find that you got a lot of likes, you got a lot of people watching, especially within the first week, this and that, I say, maybe we should show her more, because the more they show you, if your channel is monetized, and mine is, not because I make a ton of money or anything, it's just the YouTube way. They want you to do it, so I did it. But if it's monetized, it means they can show their ads more. So they're looking for content that people watching.
Oh, she subscribed.
So, anyway, I did subscribe and liked. Oh, thank you very much. I thank you very much.
Aw.
Yeah, vendor show. It depends where you live with that. Sometimes some genres get, like when I first started doing them, so long ago, shows, almost nobody was doing jewelry and nobody had jewelry like mine. Nobody. They may not still have jewelry like mine. Not quite. So I did well with my jewelry. And I did 22 to 25 shows a year. That's pretty good considering there are only 52 weeks in a year. I did a lot of shows. And but like I told you, the longer that I was doing shows, I did higher end shows and I paid more money to do them. But it worked out really well. So I look forward to it.
Oh, thank you,
So,
Miss
anyway.
SOJ. Rachel, I think her name was.
And other comments, for sure. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Claire. Yeah, you should see when I took it out today. I told you guys before, I use spoolies, if you know what that is. Those little things, they're like flared out on one end and flat on the other, and you wrap your hair around the middle real tight and stick it to your head and put a hairnet over it. You can sleep on them, and they don't hurt your head. And you take them out in the morning, you got it's going all the way, it's going everywhere. Wrapping Javi's hair would be rough.
I did that one time. That was barbaric.
My hair is not, it's not that long.
I think I did it, but it's very uncomfortable to sleep with.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It don't bother me. But I don't have as much hair as you.
I need like, yeah, maybe it's that.
You would need 2 kits of them to get your hair done. So anyway, I'm going to take off for today. I'm going to get ready to go see my hairdresser and have him do what he needs to do to make me look decent, not have black roots. My hair is all white in the front, but the back is patchy, so he has to look for the black roots. So anyway, I'm going to do that today, and then I'm going to come home and I'm going to work on these some more. And I hope you get a chance to do it. Please do. Try something new. I'm noticing, before I go, I'm going to just give this little sermonette. I'm noticing fewer people are making things lately at the group and also in my feed. And I don't know why that is. Maybe, I know jewelry's not the hot thing as it once was. But I don't think it's that so much. I just think that people realize this is hard to do and make any money at it. Tell me about it.
It's relaxing. It's meditating, too.
Yeah, don't worry about it. A lot of people these days don't do jewelry as an income. They used to, big time. Now it's mostly people doing it to enjoy themselves. Well, that's the best thing of all. It's just to do it for you. So go do something for you, Build yourself up. And then share it with somebody else. That's what gives you the most joy, is when you share it, okay? So I'm going to take off for today. Love y'all. And we'll see you on Friday, okay? Bye.
Bye, guys.